Okay, so today I'm going to stir the pot a little bit, and I'm going to discuss the difference between opening the club on a takeaway, meaning having the toe of the club straight up in the air, versus having the club closed, what people are calling closed to the point where it's like your spine angle. I'm going to discuss that today because it's really making me mad what people are saying. And I got to take them to the woodshed on this one because they're flat out wrong. So let me ask you a question. What do Bobby Jones, Ben Hogan, Sam Snead, Byron Nelson, Lee Trevino, Gary Player, Gene Littler, and me have in common, among others? Some of the legends of the game, and I mean legends, took the club and with toe up halfway back. I mean, of course, I got a bit of a neutral grip, although when I say I put my hands together like this, that's what I set out to do. When I actually grab the club, they both work toward each other, so the left hand turns a little bit more to the right, one knuckle probably, and the right hand turns just a little bit more to the left. So the crease of my thumb is at my chin. I don't slice the ball. I hit the ball dead straight. In fact, when I play with my guys, I get up on a tee, and as soon as I hit it, I hear boring, 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 because I'm right down the middle. I don't hit it with much curve. I mean, I could fade a ball, hook a ball, but I don't really have cause to use that much on the courses that I play. Depends on the courses you're playing. But why does what they call fanning the club wide open cause so much agita in the golf world, with so many legendary players use that technique? Why? Well, the argument I hear, and I think it's because unless you're under a pro's supervision, an amateur who opens the club, he could get lost back here and not be able to return the club to the ball. I've been playing 57 years. When I started playing, that was the natural thing to do. Open it up, boom, get it on plane, hit the ball. That was it. Wasn't that much more than that to the swing, although Nicklaus began to release early, get a lot of legs into it, do the reverse C, and then Johnny Miller came along with the breaking of the wrists right off the club. That changed things. Trevino had his own swing, although his first move was to fan the club open as he took it to the outside. Okay. Here's the thing that they're saying today, most people. One is that if the amateur gets too far into the inside, he won't be able to get it back. Well, what do you do when you're under a tree? And your ball's under a tree and you just got to punch it out. You just open it up and boom. Right? I mean, I can't believe you would close the face and boom, but maybe people do. Here's the thing. The argument I hear today, now that we have different clubs and we're basically playing a different game than all those people, the argument I hear today is that if you twist your arms back and you get up here, you got to time the twist back to the ball, or you're going to slice it, cut it, hook it, snap it. And that's not the case. This is what gets you back to the ball. Right, let me grow a ball here. When you fan open the club or have the toe up on your takeaway, right? Then the next move is over here and you're on plane. And then you do what you do. And then when you shift forward, get back on plane, there's no twisting of the arms by the golfer. Do the arms twist back to the ball and hit the thing in the center of the club? Yeah, but I don't do it intentionally. No. It's because you're on plane. That's what brings you back. So if you take your hand off the club and you go like this, look at how open that is. And you just go, well, yeah, I'm just club just comes right back to the ball. Right? You're not doing it intentionally. You're not going over here, coming in here and going, I gotta twist this stuff. No. What gets you back to the ball after you've opened it up like that, if you have a good grip, solid grip, but you don't move the head and you don't move your spine angle, what gets you back to the ball simply is that you're on plane. And you come back and the club naturally releases back to the ball. I mean, George Knudsen, the list goes on and on of phenomenal ball strikers. Yeah. So all you have to do, basically, from my perspective, is get a good grip. Don't lose the club. Get it back on plane and just hit. But you got to use the legs to get back. The legs get you back. The arm is in, and boom. I don't do anything manually. I don't do anything manually in my swing. Now, you can say, well, look at your swing. Look at you. Blah, blah, blah. You're an old man. What do you know? And by the way, I am not saying that the number 2 choice is a bad choice. That's not a bad choice. If you're playing well that way, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But please, don't poo-poo my way because it works perfectly. It does. Let me show you a club that I grew up with. I had this in one of my videos. It's the Tempo Master, and it's wobbly. It's sort of based like the lag shot, except this goes any old darn way. You name it, that's where it goes. All right? Now, what they wanted you to do with this club is swing on plane and swing with tempo. That's what it was all about. As if your handle was attached to a string or a wire, and the club head will follow. So if your hands are on plane, the club head will follow. You don't have to twist your arms. You don't have to do anything special except shift your weight back towards the target, like you do in every shot. Every shot, yeah. This was a crazy thing. Remember the Medicus used to break down? But I mean, it's hard. It's harder to do the leather swing, although I guess if you take the club back with the face to the same angle as your spine, as long as you keep it on plane, you can hit this thing. Okay? So don't worry about it. The danger I see to the other way of playing today, where you have 2 knuckles, 3 knuckles, the danger I see with that is that take it back like that. Okay, I got you. But then you got to come in. Is the club just turns over so fast. You know, you'll be snap hooking it if you're not careful. But a lot of people have success with that second way. God bless. Hit them good. But again, don't put down the old tried and true fanning the club open, keeping it on plane, and hitting the ball. Don't poo-poo, because it's a good way, and it's an easy way. And I'm not trying to flip that club over. I'm not. It just happens because I'm moving my legs. Okay. Now, there are some people that say, well, you can't compress a ball with your grip like that and fanning the club open and closing. Okay, let me show you. I am going to set the camera up differently, and I'm going to show you how I can compress the ball. So, okay, if you look at the tee, the mat where I'm teeing off, you'll see the ball in about 3.5 to 4 inches in front of that ball. There's a tee. I got a 9-iron in my hand, and I'm going to hit the 9-iron, just regular 9-iron, and I'm going to compress the ball. And if I compress it properly, I'm going to take out the tee with the shot. If I chunk it or thin it, I probably won't hit the tee. Okay? So here goes. This is with my weak grip, fanning the club. See if I can compress this ball. Yep, that was a perfect shot. Okay? And you can say, well, you've been doing it so long. I think you got to give people a chance to play golf the way they play golf, what their strength is. I wouldn't change anything in my swing. And believe me, I've tried that other way. I've tried stack and tilt. I've tried a lot of things now that I'm older, and I'm looking to pick up a few yards. But don't bother people unless they ask for your help, on how they swing, because there are many roads to Rome. I mean, I grew up, like I said one time, with a guy, a caddy. It was caddy days. We used to get to play at the country club on caddy day. I wasn't a caddy, but the kids got to go out earlier than the members on caddy day. And there was a caddy that used to hit the ball a mile. He had to be a teenager. Maybe he was 20 at tops. And he used to hold the club cross-handed. He used to hit it a country mile. And I look at my buddies and I go, how the heck is he hitting the ball that far cross-handed? Well, that's the way he learned. So if you do either of these methods and they work for you, keep them. Keep them. All right? Okay. I'll see you next time. And keep hitting them well. And keep hitting them well your way.